Well, hey everyone. I thought I'd shoot a video here of running a train and actually operating and performing the work on a switch list. We're going to use this switch list right here for this HVC Turn 2 train. It does some work in Hill Valley and up at Coronet and then back. So we'll just, it's this train back here on eastbound staging track 5. We'll just get rolling and see how we do here. Okay, so the lead locomotive on that train is 216. You can see that here on the switch list. So I'm just going to select that locomotive with my controller here. Select 216. And we should be all lined out on our turnouts to proceed. So we'll go ahead and crank up the throttle and head on out. Run through Hill Valley. And I'm going to hold right there. Now, according to our switch list, in Hill Valley, we need to pick up 2 cars from the freight depot and the 3 tank cars from the fuel depot. So, I'm going to start by pulling the cars from the fuel depot over here because it's an opposing siding, so I'm going to have to pull in and grab those and then run over to the runaround, the siding, and do a runaround, and then have them to get them behind my locomotive, and then I'll bring those back, and then I'll pick up the cars from the freight depot. So I'll pull into the siding here. I'm going to run a little bit faster than I normally run just for sake of time for the video. Pick up those tanks, pull them out of the siding, shove back until we're clear of the switch points. I probably should have stopped the train a little bit further back. All right. Now I'll throw the switches and we'll be on our way. Okay, now we're going to proceed through the tunnel over to Bryant's Gap where there's a siding where we can run around. If I go the right direction. Run into the siding here at Bryant's Gap. And hold there. So now we need to uncouple from the tank cars and run around them. This siding is on a little bit of a grade, so if I uncouple, those cars are going to roll. So I use T-pins for a handy brake. So I just stick those in between a couple of the cars like that. That will hold them in place. And I grab an uncoupling tool, uncouple, and back off. Now that we've got those on the back end of our locomotives, we can back around to Hill Valley and finish our pickups. Okay, we've got the 2 boxcars we're supposed to pick up, so we'll pull out of there. We'll back onto the rest of our train. We'll be on our way to Coronet. All right, on to Coronet. Okay, now that this train has arrived in Coronet, if we check our switch list, it tells us what cars we're going to set out, which is basically every car in the train, and what cars we're going to pick up. Well, in all reality, what has happened is another train has brought this string of cars down from staging or somewhere else, somewhere not on the layout, and we're going to pick up this entire string of cars. And we're going to leave this string of cars that we brought, and then that train, which are these locomotives and caboose waiting back here, is going to take those and take them back. We're doing an interchange, basically. So we just need to cut off of our train here, move our locomotives to the front of this string, and then tag our caboose on the back of it and go back the way we came. Couple onto the string of cars we're taking with us. We'll pull out of there, back onto our caboose, and take it with us. We'll be on our way back to Hill Valley. Arriving at Hill Valley. First thing I'm going to do is put those tank cars where they go. So I'm just going to hold right about here. On a couple of those. didn't get it. There we go. Right there ought to do it. Now we need to put the cars away at the freight depot, so we need to check our switch list and see what needs to go there. Okay, looking at our switch list, we can see that the only car that gets set out to the freight depot is Great Northern 3249, a red box car. That happens to be this car here. So we need to get that car in front of our locomotive so we can shove it in there. So we're going to have to go use the runaround again over at Bryant's Gap. Okay, here we are at Bryant's Gap. I've already set a brake and I've already uncoupled our locomotives from the train. We're going to make our runaround, but this one's a little more tricky because what we want to do is have the red box car that we're going to set out over at the freight depot in front of our locomotives, but the rest of the train behind the locomotive so we can proceed from Hill Valley back to the staging. So we'll do a little car shuffling here and we'll get that done. Okay, now we have the rest of the train behind us. We have the red box car that we need to set out at the freight depot in front of us so we can shove it into the siding. So we'll head back on over to Hill Valley and put that car away. Okay, here we are arriving at Hill Valley. Oops, sorry, my tripod slipped. And off to staging. Our work is done. Staging track 5, where we started from. And that's about it. That's what a basic job is like on the railroad here. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon down below. That'll alert you to future videos when I upload them. Please, as always, leave your comments. I enjoy reading your comments. I try to respond to everyone. It may take me a little bit, but I do try to respond to everyone. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.